occasion. Almost an action replay of the shot that was played earlier in the over. There's been quite a few of those, and we'll have a look at that once again. It was wide. He had the opportunity to shoulder his arms, and thank you very much, he says, finds that gap once again between the third man and the point. And boundary, yet another boundary here, and they're absolutely running away with the show here, Bangladesh.
A third now back. Lightly on the shorter side, tried to hit that too hard on that occasion. Jishan Alam, bottom hand coming into play. Just mentioning about Habibur Rahman Sohan, he still got a chance to struck that fastest T20 100 overall. Sahil Chauhan from Estonia scored 100 of 27 balls.
That's the innings of Habibur. Started from the word go, went after the bowlers, put pressure on them. The best part about his batting was that he hit some good deliveries to the boundary. They were not all bad balls that he hit for boundaries. That's his quality, that is class, and that is what the Bangladesh selectors would be looking for. Well played, young lad. He's got a 100 in elite state cricket also in Bangladesh, which I feel is the fastest scored by any Bangladesh player.
In the over number 6, 107 without loss, Bangladesh. What a start for Bangladesh. They need 61 more runs to win, and confirmation. Power play wrapped. Bangladesh 107 without loss. They need 61 of 84. Ehsan to continue. On the shorter side, Jishan Alam lashed onto it. He now joins the party alongside Sohan.
Bangladesh, A-time, they're in an absolute hurry to finish that one. The shoulders are down for the Hong Kong side. Hong Kong, China. Once again, you know, it's too easy at the moment, no matter where they bowl, what they do.
Habibur and Jishan.
Jishan Alam hails from Naranganj. Ending on his knees, fielder at long on, grabs it really well. A well-judged catch to dismiss Jishan Alam.
Well, finally some respite for the Hong Kong China side. One not quite coming off the middle of the bat, and it's the Nelson. 1-1, 1-for-1. Probably that was what did the trick there.
That's the wicket. Hong Kong China may have not looked for, still they will take it.
Yeah, didn't time it too well. Bottom of the bat. That's why it didn't go where he wanted to play it. He wanted to play it over mid-wicket. Well held, and this is the partnership they needed to break. Jishan Alam gone for 20 or 14 deliveries. 1-1-1 for Bangladesh.
First wicket falls for Bangladesh A. Brings in Zawad Abrar, another exciting prospect for Bangladesh. Good strike rate of over 130. This guy can also bat. Loves to hit those. Presented Bangladesh under 19 side as well, given as wide. But yeah, Jishan Alam trying to follow Habibur Rahman Sohan. preparations.
Look at that wicket once again coming off the bottom of the bat, not quite getting hold of it, and regulation take at the boundary there by the fielder. Finally some respite, but it might be too little, too late now.
Reaches to 89 of 26. He's also got a chance to register the fastest T20 100 for Bangladesh. Previously it was by Parvez Hossain Imon of 42 balls. I'm sure must be eyeing that. Abrar gets off the mark.
I feel Habibur is now looking for 100 because the way he was going after the bowlers, he's not doing that anymore. Trying to take singles, he was going after the bowlers. So far, he's decided otherwise, and why not? 7 gone, 115 for 1.
Well, Bangladesh A are cruising along. They need 53 more runs to win off 78 balls in chase of 168. They are now 115 for 1, courtesy of Habibur Rahman Sohan's blistering batting. Delivery on the shorter side. Serves was expensive in his first over, giving away 13.
You were talking about Habibur knocking the doors for Bangladesh senior side. Is there a place? Is there a space there?
Obviously, there's always the windows that you need to crash to get in. And Habibur surely knocking that window pretty hard.
Yeah, and if you carry on batting like that, you're for sure going to impress your selectors. Goes for this one. Top edge. Gets another boundary. Gets to 93 of 28. We saw 100 scored in 32 balls yesterday by Vaibhav Suryavanshi. Now he needs to get 7 runs of 3 deliveries to get to that 100 faster than Vaibhav.
There you go, once again, that strong bottom hand of his coming into play. He tends to favour that mid-wicket region and also likes playing square on the offside. Any width on offer and he will not forgive you.
Nicely disguised, but still given as wide. The intentions was right from Aizaz, taking the pace off the ball as Habibur looking for that pace.
Yeah, you can have those variations, but you have to bowl wicket to wicket so that you can get a wicket. You have to think about getting a wicket. You can't think about saving your skin against a batter like that in the mood he is in, Habibur. Got to try and get him out.
Game might seem over for Hong Kong China at this stage, but they can still play for pride, get some breakthroughs here and take some confidence into the next game.
We have seen runs galore here in Doha, even in the first day of this tournament, and scores over 200, scored by Pakistan and India as well, and now someone like Habibur Rahman Sohan says how the surface is playing so far in this ground.
I'm very impressed with the job that the curator and his team has done. The pitches have played well so far. They're looking really good. They're nice and hard. I went with Salman Bhatt in the morning to have a look. It looked better than the one yesterday because the pitch yesterday had a bit of moisture in it. And that is why it was a little two-paced earlier on. And that is when Sadakat batted brilliantly. Mixed his aggression with caution.
Chopped it onto the stump. Skipper Akbar Ali departs. Aiza strikes for Hong Kong, China. Second wicket for Bangladesh A.
That's exactly what the doctor ordered, for Hong Kong, China. Yes, they're probably not in this game anymore, but a few wickets like that will obviously affect their confidence. It was there for the taking as well, but inside edge, it was a full toss. He would be kicking himself with that shot. Wicket number 2 goes down for Bangladesh, but they're still sailing high there. 122 for 2.
Bangladesh A lost their second wicket. That brings skipper Akbar Ali into the middle. Nawad Abra, second wicket to fall for Bangladesh A. Trying to go hard on that occasion. That inside edge.
It can happen when you're batting alongside Habibur. Sometimes you try to outdo the other, and that is what Abrar tried to do there. Failed. 8 gone. 123 for 3.
Sun to continue. Up against Akbar Ali. They've got the platform courtesy of Habibur Rahman Sohan's blistering 94. Big strike back to Habibur. Hit 6, reaches 100.
Bangladesh got the platform by the bowlers what they did when Hong Kong were batting. This is that wicket. Inside edge onto the stumps.
Nature of T20 cricket is gone leg side, a big square as well, a couple of bounces, but the fielder is coming across to cut that one off, which is the nature of T20 cricket. Every ball is an event. He would do well if he took a leaf out of the great Virender Sehwag's book at this stage. And do 100 with the maximum if we can.
Been a very good over so far from Ehsan. 2 dot balls, 2 singles. Things quiet after a while for Hong Kong, China.
He's bowled very smartly this over. Mixed his pace pretty well. That is what you need to do. You need to make sure that you keep the batter guessing all the time what you're going to do. And that is what Ehsan has done in this over, and that is why he's just gone for 3 runs of the 5 deliveries that he's bowled.
And for that shot, finds the fielder at deep square leg. Will retain the strike. After 9, Bangladesh 8, 127 for 2. entertained here in Doha. Wide given. As the reigning sixes in Doha entertained us throughout the day. Even in the opening day of the tournament, we have seen sixes galore.
And we've seen that experience also working for the teams. Yesterday it was for Pakistan A team. Then in the second game, India A team, and now Bangladesh A team dominate.
What delivery? We'll find the fielder. Which is to 97 of 32. Bangladesh need 39 of 65.
Differently at this stage. Sitting comfortably on his laurels at this stage, knowing they're comfortably placed. Cruising to victory, so he's quite happy. Tucking it around. Getting there with singles. Once again, worked away. Another single is becoming a bit too boring now. Coming from all the sixes below earlier.
At the end of the day, it's about winning the match. So yeah, they're taking their time. It's okay. They've already got the start. Habibur Rahman, Sohan, highest individual scores so far in this tournament. Obviously, Vaibhav Suryavanshi with his 144. In the second place now, unbeaten 97 and eyeing his 100. Sadakat also scoring unbeaten 96. Jitesh Sharma 83. Dot ball pulled away. Protection in the deep, inching towards his 100.
He's changed gears when he came into his 90s. He should have kept going. He should have just kept enjoying the way he was batting. But then you do have these landmarks when you're batting. You do think about that. Oh, I'm so close to 100. Let me get it. Because they do count. Because these boys, they do know that they are being watched by the selectors.
Vision as Ashima was probably aiming for the parking lot. Yeah, absolutely. A century is a century, and it will go down in the book and in the newspapers as well. Tomorrow's headline as a big 100, and making rounds across Bangladesh and everywhere else as well. So, rightly so, the youngsters. He's played so well. He recently deserved it.
Late, gone all the way for maximum. With a flat batted shot from skipper Akbar Ali.
The ball was there in the slot. Gave Akbar time to free his arms. Timed it well. Went flat. Slower delivery outside off stump. That right foot moving away to the onside so that you could move his arms freely when playing that shot.
There you go. It's business as usual now. He's gone straight down the ground once again. We'll be happy with the single. Usually you say that when there aren't many boundaries being hit, but given the nature of this game, the way the tempo has been set, the new normal is boundaries after every other ball.
Bangladesh A coach David Hemp will be a happy man. 10 sixes, 8 fours in this innings so far for Habibur. Still a shot away from 100. Here comes Aizaz. Full toss. Only get a single and retain the strike. He's on 99. Bangladesh A, 140 for 2. We are halfway through the innings. It's also time for a drinks break.